In Stoic philosophy, stupidity isn't about IQ, it's about how one responds to the world's chaos. Epictetus taught that we cannot learn what we already know. Look around at the rushing crowds. Most are merely actors in a play they don't understand. Wisdom begins with the realization of our own deep ignorance. Today, we will identify 5 phrases used by men lacking inner strength, viewing them through the timeless lens of the great Stoic masters and their teachings. These words are more than just sounds. They are the chains that bind your potential. Breaking them requires a radical shift in your internal daily dialogue. Let us explore the first common trap that keeps a man from growing, a phrase that shifts power away from the self and into the void. Prepare to challenge your own patterns as we dive into the psychology of the weak mind and the path toward becoming a truly resilient Stoic man. The first phrase, "It's not my fault." A foolish man constantly searches for a scapegoat, avoiding the heavy burden of his own choices and his life. Think of a ship heading toward an iceberg. Denying the captain's error doesn't stop the sinking. Blame is the fastest way to lose your personal power. A Stoic understands that while they cannot control external events, they have absolute control over their response. Self-reflection is the mark of a true leader. When you point a finger at others, you remain a victim of circumstances. The strong man looks inward, asking what he could have done much better. Responsibility is the foundation of freedom. Without it, you are a leaf in the wind, tossed about by the whims of others and the cruel world. Phrase number 2, "I know everything." This is the ultimate barrier to growth. A foolish man views learning as a destination he has already reached today. Like a glass already filled to the brim, an arrogant mind cannot receive new wisdom. It remains stagnant, repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The wise man knows that the more he learns, the less he truly understands. He remains a student of life, always curious and forever humble in spirit. When you stop asking questions, your soul begins to wither. Intellectual pride is a cage that prevents you from seeing the vast beauty of the unknown. True intelligence is the ability to admit ignorance. Only then can you start the journey toward actual mastery and a life of profound, lasting meaning. The third phrase, "Life is unfair." This complaint turns you into a helpless victim. Seneca taught that every disaster is actually a great opportunity for virtue. The universe does not owe you fairness. It only provides the raw materials to forge your character. A storm is what makes the oak tree strong. Embrace amor fati, the love of fate. Accept everything that happens as if you had chosen it yourself, for this is the only way to peace. Complaining about injustice is a waste of your precious energy. Instead, focus on how you can act justly in an unjust and often very cruel world. Your hardships are not obstacles. They are the fire that tempers your spirit. Rise above the role of the victim and become the master of fate. Phrase 4, "I'll do it tomorrow." Procrastination is the thief of time, which is the only asset we can never recover once it is lost to us. The foolish man believes he has an infinite supply of days. He waits for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment is a ghost that never comes. Remember, memento mori, the reminder of your mortality. Life is a brief flash of light. Do not waste it waiting for a tomorrow that isn't guaranteed. Every second that passes is a second you will never see again. The Stoic lives each day with the intensity and focus of his very last. Action is the only cure for fear and delay. Do not wait for inspiration. Create it through the discipline of doing what must be done right now. Tomorrow is a dream. Yesterday is a memory. But today is the only reality you own. Seize it with both hands and make it count for something. The final phrase, "What will they think of me?" Placing your happiness in the opinions of others is a form of spiritual suicide and total self-betrayal. You cannot control the minds of other people, so why let their fleeting thoughts dictate the course of your life and your own internal peace? Be like a lighthouse, steady and bright, regardless of how the waves of public opinion crash against your base. Your value comes from within, not from others. Seeking approval is a never-ending trap. The man who tries to please everyone ends up pleasing no one, least of all himself, in the very end. Stand firm in your principles. Those who truly matter will respect your integrity, and the rest are merely noise in the background of your great journey. Free yourself from the invisible chains of social validation. Your own conscience is the only judge that truly matters at the end of the long day. Becoming wise is not about perfection. It's about recognizing these narrow thought patterns and having the courage to break them once and for all today. Change your words, and you will begin to change your life. Each phrase we spoke today is a choice between the path of folly or wisdom. The journey of the Stoic is a continuous process of refinement. It starts with the awareness of how we speak to ourselves and the world around. Have you found yourself saying any of these 5 phrases lately? Don't be discouraged. Use this awareness as your first step toward a much stronger self. Share your journey of growth in the comments below. Subscribe to join us on the path of awakening and virtue. Thank you for watching, and farewell.